Fears and Studio Underdog are back, and I've just been hands-on with it all day, so let's talk about it. In case you don't know, I am actually the co-host of WatchGecko's new podcast, Time to Unwind. And next week, we've got our second episode coming out where I'm actually wearing this watch throughout the whole episode. Don't have it with me anymore, but I have been wearing it all day, been using it all day, and I'm thinking it is amazing. So what is it? It is the O2 series Manhattan. If you're familiar with the gimlet that I am currently wearing, it's pretty much the same concept. It's a 38mm 316L steel case, which is 12mm thick, but a lot of that is taken up by the crystal. It's obviously cushion case shaped with a lovely onion crown that I still wish was signed, but can't have everything, and 100 meters water resistant. If you're curious about the water resistance rating, it is 100 meters and it is still featuring the Sellita SW210-1 with a 42-hour power reserve and a 4 Hz movement. The strap is once again from the Strap Tailor. It is a lovely brown leather that tapers from 20mm, so it has a 20mm lug width, going to 16mm with a double signed buckle from Studio Underdog and Fears. And honestly, all of that, other than the signing on the crown, which I still wish it had, is perfect. It's got a 43.5mm lug to lug. It wears perfectly. It's the same as the gimlet, which is to say, perfect. But there are some big differences. If you are familiar with the gimlet, it was only available at British Watchmakers Day, and it was only available to 200 lucky people because that's how many they made. The Manhattan is only going to be available at Wind Up Watch Fair in New York on October 17th to October 19th, and they're only making 300 at $1,300 a pop. So far, all sounds fairly standard, but it's a bit of a change up, you know? Gimlet was the British one, the Manhattan is the American one, 200 pieces for Britain, 300 pieces for what is undeniably a much larger show. You're gonna have to get fairly lucky to try and get a Manhattan, to be honest. What is a Manhattan? Because this is part of the cocktail collection, it's a new one. It is whiskey, sweet vermouth, and bitters. Apparently it's got cherry in it as well. Traditionally it uses rye whiskey, but you can also use Canadian whiskey, bourbon, blended whiskey, or Tennessee whiskey. And you should put a maraschino cherry in there as well, which actually explains the little decal that you've got on the back of this watch. Instead of the lime wedge that you get with the gimlet, you get a little cherry on the back of this. You get 2 little cherries, and I think that's quite cool.
That's a lovely little touch. Actually, my favourite thing about the gimlet is little engraving on the back.
And you get a little cherry with this. As the whiskey and everything would imply, is gonna have more of a brown colour scheme. But honestly, it looks beautiful. So it's got a millimetre thick amber coloured sapphire crystal. You know, it's using that standard sandwich technique that the O2 series and the cocktail collection use. So it's got a coloured crystal sandwiched between the back plate, which in this case is a sort of black, really beautiful back plate, and then the heavily domed crystal, and it just looks stunning, Terry. It just looks so nice. One of the biggest differences in terms of the construction and stylistically is actually that rather a full loomed dial, it's actually only the minute track hands and indexes that are loomed. So it's inverted the gimlet, it's more of a traditional loom setup, but the loom's still very serviceable. The loom's not quite so good on the indexes and the minute track, but my God, Terry, the loom on the hands is insane. But what do I have to say about this watch? Well, to make myself feel better, I still prefer the gimlet. No, I do genuinely still prefer the gimlet. It's the original. In my opinion, it's the best. I think it's the coolest, but this is still beautiful. As a follow-up, the gimlet was always going to be hard to follow up, but this is amazingly done. I think it looks so beautiful. That dial, it's like a beautiful sunburst. It's gorgeous, and I love it. But My one biggest complaint is, unfortunately, they are once again making one that is only available to people who are attending the show, which was a source of disappointment for a lot of people when it came to the gimlet, and I'm sure it'll be a source of a lot of disappointment for a lot of people when it comes to the Manhattan as well, unfortunately. They're all alcohol themed, but do you know what gets you over a hangover really well? You need a little bit of hair of the dog. Terry, what do you think of the Manhattan, and would you like some hair of the dog?
I still prefer the gimlet because I'm partial to a green, but this one is gorgeous. We were saying for a while they should do a whole collection of them.
Yeah.
They're gorgeously shaped watches. Why not give me a load of different colours from different cocktails?
At this point, it's a license to print money. The show's over 3 days. They might do 100 a day.
You'd have to sell 100 a day to make it fair.
Yeah.
They did that at British Watchmakers, half in the morning, half in the afternoon.
I think it might have been 120 in the morning, 80 in the afternoon. But you still got one in the afternoon.
I still got one.
Yeah, so guys, I want to hear what you think. Are you happy about this whole release? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you prefer the gimlet? Do you prefer the Manhattan? Are you feeling a little bit hungover and need some hair of the dog? Let me know down in the comments. And whilst you're down there, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And why not click that join button, support the channel directly, just like everyone on screen did now, because they're the best people in the world. And you are also amazing for watching this far into the video. So thank you very much and watch yourselves. But also, we do have cool merch. Keep up with us at watchyourselvesgeorge.com. Peace.